Actually, tonight we're going to do a couple of different things. We're going to ink a shirt, and we're going to attempt, and I say attempt because I've never done it before, to make a sun catcher with a lace dolly. My grandson wants a sun catcher, and his birthday is on Sunday, so I'm going to try to make him one, and he also wants a shirt. So we're going to work on his gifts tonight, or part of his gifts. So hopefully he doesn't see this until after Sunday. Okay, I think first, let me see if I can pull this up so that I can see who's joining us, if there's any questions, to make sure I'm live, because it says go live now, but I already clicked on it. So let's bear with me, guys, just a moment, and we'll see what's happening. Let's see. I'm just checking, guys. Bear with me a moment. Get it up here where you can see. No, it's counting down, so I am live. There's always a delay. Between the recording and my phone. Anyhow, so just hang on a moment, guys. Oh, I cannot find me tonight. I'm on the page and it doesn't even say I'm live. Huh. Wow. That's odd, isn't it? Even on the page, it's not saying that I'm live. Well, I guess we might have to go without. Without seeing who's on. I don't get it. It's never done this before. I don't know why it's not saying I'm live where I'm on it. Anybody has a clue why that's happening? Oh, there I am, right there. Ha! I found me. Okay. I need this so I can... Alrighty, there we go. So, anyways, first I gotta tell you how excited I am. Look, overalls. I have not worn these overalls in, oh, my husband and I were trying to figure out, it's probably been well over 10 years. But I always loved them, and then I got really, really big. And I couldn't wear them. I couldn't even squeeze into them. And I can now I still got a belly, and I'm still a way, 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 way overweight, but I can comfortably wear them again, so I am so excited. So, just a bit about me. This is not about me. This is about you guys learning how to do a craft. So, what I'm going to do is I don't have our sticky board. I've ordered a second one that I can cut up to fit into the smaller shirts. But for now, what I'm using, and I went to the dollar store to get these, so they're really, really, really reasonable price. And it's just a placemat, a plastic, vinyl plastic placemat that I have sprayed with repositional tacky spray, because when you're inking, you want to make sure of two things. You want to make sure that your shirt is not going to move once you start spreading the ink, because if that happens, it's just going to make a mess. So that's the first thing. You want to make sure your shirt's not going to move. And this is where the tacky boards come in handy. The second thing is, we're using ink, so it will bleed through the shirt. And if you don't have something between your design and the backside, you will get partially a print on the other side, backwards and faded. So, the one we're going to do tonight is Planes, Trains, Trucks, and Toys. There is nothing quite like little boys. We don't have a whole lot of, I think I want that up higher. Middle boys, like, he's going to be 8. And a lot of our stuff is not old enough, or he's not old enough for, or he's too old for, but he really liked this one, so Mimi's going to make him this one. And he's always going to be Mimi's little boy anyways. Sometimes when I can't figure out exactly where I want to place it, I take the stencil and I fold it non-sticky side to non-sticky side. Do not fold it the other way. And just put a little crease at the top, and then you can put it right in the middle of your tag, because the tags are in the middle of the clothing. If you're afraid that you're not getting it quite centered, just go ahead and do that. Oops, I got a wrinkle in my shirt. We don't want that. There. Now, I didn't fuzz this. You do not need to fuzz when you're putting it on material, because you want it as tacky can be. So that's what I've done. And look, I had that sitting around that box so I could see. Okay, let's see. Oops. It just doesn't want to stay no matter where I put it. Maybe I can do it this way. My son's staying here when I go on vacation. Maybe I can, while he's here, he can get my whole camera setup stuff for me. Well, I can't really do that because I have my computer with me. Now, when I ink, I start in the middle and work outward. It's a personal choice. I just think the ink works as, um, what's the word I want? Adhesive as well. So you get the added, and I'm getting it all over me, you get it to help hold it down as well. I don't know what is up with this tonight. Now I have it all over my hand. You want to be very careful when you're working with ink. It will transfer to your material where you don't want it if you have it on your fingers or and it is permanent, so you want to make sure to not sorry, I had to concentrate there for a minute because I'm right near the edge. There we go. But you want to make sure not to transfer it where you don't want it, either with your squeegee or because you had it on your hands. Which, those of you that have followed me for a while know I am like the sloppiest crafting person. I cannot paint without covering myself usually. So I'm getting really excited to go on vacation. We leave on Wednesday. And we're only going about 4 hours away. But it's a really nice cabin and we're going to do some trail riding. My son and his fiance and Tony, he'll be 2 in just over about 2 weeks, are going, and my daughter and her significant other and their 2 daughters are coming. So it's going to be so much fun. Unfortunately, my oldest son couldn't come, but he's going to house sit for me, so that's even awesome as well. I got to get this ink off my fingers, or I will transfer it to the shirt where we don't want it to be. And you know what I didn't do, and I'll do that now. We need to plug in my hi Deborah. I need to plug in my glue gun so that when we get to make the the dream catcher, it'll be heated up. Don't mind that noise, that's my dog. Okay. Now a little tip with a glue gun. Did you know our silicone squeegees work great for catching the drips in a glue gun? And they just, once it's dried, it just comes right off. I have got this blue ink everywhere. Paula, what's the matter with you? He sounds like he's choking on something, but I think he's dreaming. I'm just trying to get all the ink off, Deborah, so that when I grab my stencil off here, I don't transfer the colors onto the shirt from my fingers. going to run in really quick and wash this stencil so it doesn't stain as badly. It doesn't hurt it if it stains, as long as you get it out of the screen. It's fine with stains, but when I'm teaching classes, they look nice if they're not all stained. Some of them you can't help. Blues and blacks do stain somewhat, no matter what you do. But I'm going to do the best I can to get it off. Only takes a second. So nice having this deep sink right next to my paint table. There, that's done. And I'm back. And there is the shirt. Planes, trains, trucks, and toys. There is nothing quite like little boys. Didn't that come out cute? Hi, Kit. Welcome. Thanks for watching. Now, we're going to go a little bit off norm tonight. We're going to do a two-part birthday present. And we are going to attempt, and I say attempt because I've never done this before, but we are going to attempt to make a sun catcher with a doily. Like I said, I've never done this. I've watched a video on it a long time ago, but my grandson wants a sun catcher, and I don't know how to make them. So I thought this would be a good try. So that's what we're going to do. Now, back to that shirt. The only thing that's left to do is heat set it. And once that dries, tomorrow, I will heat set it with my heat press. Set it 350 for 45 seconds. Now, if you don't have a heat press, do not worry. You can still use our inks because you can heat set with an iron. And then you do that 4 minutes on each side when you're using an iron. I'm just trying to get this out over the edge here. This is a really thick doily. I have a really big one that I've done, but I think he wants it for the 10th, so I don't think we want too large. And I really thought this was kind of a cool design for him. But we are going to learn this together. Like I said, I'm getting ready to go on vacation. But when I come back, my studio will be open for personalized workshops, one-on-one, or you can bring a couple of friends and have a class. I'm still not going out into people's homes yet, but I will, hopefully soon. I deal a lot with my sisters and my grandson and stuff, and I just not ready to take the chance of bringing home something to them. So for now, it's going to have to be on Facebook. We can do 2 different ways. You can do a Facebook party where I demo and I just post things for a couple of days. Or we can do an interactive one during a Zoom meeting where everybody would have their order already and we would chalk it together. It's definitely a personal choice for the hostess, which they prefer. Now that I can use on something else, but isn't that going to be cute? Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining. We're attempting, and I say attempting with a lot of sarcasm, I'm attempting to make a sun catcher out of, a dream catcher, I'm sorry, out of an old doily for my grandson. I don't know if this is heated up enough yet or not, because I want to secure this in there really well. I have some. So what I'm doing here is just spreading the hot glue around so that it really grabs onto the doily. So we're just doing small sections at a time. So I don't know where you guys all live. I know the 3 that are watching me live in this area, but the 3 that shows me who's watching, we have some other ones that haven't said hi. It just shows me that they're on. We had a really muggy day in Maine today, or where we are in Maine. But it did cool off a little bit tonight because storm came through. I don't mind the sun, but I hate muggy weather. So I'm just getting that all spread out around. Somewhere I have things to put on my finger so I could do this with my finger and not get burnt. But I don't know where they are since I moved my craft room to the basement. I still haven't found a lot of stuff. I just put it away in a good location, too good I guess, because now I can't find it. So I'm just using this. This works just as well. Like I said, I've started a big one of these for my boutique. And I'm just going to try this one for his birthday. Now I have glue all over me. Grab a drink. That's what we have so far. Now I have to figure out how to tie the, where'd I put them? Oh, I knew I had bought out some leather. I think I probably want 3 on there, so let's see if we can divide this rope into 3. How long is it? for the beads. And so it's 33, so 11 inches a piece. Hopefully that's going to be long enough, because this is the only piece that I found. No, that didn't work out right. Must measure wrong the first time. 11. Oh no, that's right. I was going to say, I didn't think my math was that bad. So first I'm going to put a knot in it, so that when we put the beads, let's see what we got for beads. Watch me dump this. Every time I open this, I think I'm gonna dump it. I don't know what I want for beads quite yet. Yeah, I don't think I want those kind. Well, let's put some wooden. And then put some of these that look like elephant tusks kind of things. If I can get this through, it might not go through. You know what though, I have other wooden beads. Hang on just a second, let me grab my other beads, because I'm pretty sure it'll feed through these beads. At least I hope it will. I just thought wooden beads would be best. I'm going to move this shirt out of the way before I end up getting something on it. And we have beads. So let's put those beads back. For another time. I got these beads here when my father-in-law used to have one of those bead chair covers for a car. And when he didn't want it anymore, was throwing it away, I took and cut it apart and got the beads. So let's see if these work a little bit easier. Like I said, we're learning this one together. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it'll go through that. That probably won't. Yeah, those won't feed through either, unless some of them are bigger than others. That's the thing with using the leather. That one will, but I only have one of those. I could put that right in the middle, I guess. These kind of look like the proper beads for this, I think. Now the question is, how am I going to hook them on here? Well, I gotta finish doing this before I can hook it through anyhow. Okay, that's the middle, so let's put one. I am not a very good knot tyer either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knot it and put glue on it after to help hold the knot there. You would not know I was married to a sailor the way I tie knots. I'm not permanently tying that yet. I just want to see how it's going to look and where I want to place things. So let's do one more. Get some little. So how's everybody doing tonight? I get lost in what I'm doing and I forget to talk. Everybody doing good? Now this one I'm going to use slightly bigger beads because it's the middle one and I want it to be a little bit different. That bead doesn't want to go in there, so we'll just push that one to the side. Well, this is the same size leather that other one was. I don't know what's going on there. A couple of the beads are smaller, I guess. And then we're going to put this big one for the middle one just to be different. And that needs to go right. I'm trying to do it without stretching this. Doily out. There, we got it. See, and that's like the center one. I would actually love to know how to learn how to properly make a sun catcher. A dream catcher, I mean. Maybe I can find a class at some point to add that to my already varied crafts that I do. I do a lot of different, ow, and I just burnt my finger. You have to be really careful with the glue gun. You don't burn yourself like I just did. Yeah, I think that's gonna work alright that way. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna hook the feathers on. Maybe I can. That's what I can do. Put a little bit of hot glue on each feather and stick it right into the and then just move it down to the end. Hey, what do you think? For the first one, that's looking okay, right? Remember, it's for an 8-year-old. If you have opinions, I'd love to hear them. Like I said, I've never made one of these before. And I'm sure people that know how to make them are probably cringing when they watch the replay or whatever of how I did it. Just kind of inventing as I go along. Like I said, I saw somebody do this once years ago, but I couldn't find the YouTube to watch it again. So I'm kind of winging it on a song and a prayer. The nice thing about my grandson is he won't care. He's always been very appreciative of anything that I've made him. He just wanted a dream catcher for camp, so he didn't have nightmares there, because he has a dream catcher at home. And I don't know all the ins and outs of dream catchers, but if it helps him sleep better, I'm all for it. Just trying to get this worked around the way it needs to be without burning myself too severely. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Now let's put some feathers in there. What do we got? Got these big old turkey feathers, but those are too big. Got pheasant feathers. What are these ones? Oh, partridge feathers. Let's use some of these. Now if I get the bag open, we can use some. You guys are awful quiet tonight. Oh, those are pretty. Those are real pretty. He'll be excited I used real feathers. Okay, one more to go. Although I do want to hook this over a little bit differently. So that it hangs right where I want it to hang. Yeah, I'm liking it. I know it's not perfect, but I'm liking it a lot. Now let me see if I can find some little light beads here. Because we want that side to match, this side to match the other side. Can you believe we're almost into September? I do not know where the summer went. It's been a nice one, weather-wise, but let's see, how many did I do? Two. Seemed like summer took a long time getting here, but once it was here, it's really nice. Okay, let's put this one right about there. Anybody know how many strings they're supposed to have on there? I'm just going to have 3. I don't know if it's supposed to be more or not. Not strings, but feathers. I guess before I started this, I should have brushed up on my knowledge of dream catchers. But it's kind of fun to learn a craft together. Glue guns make crafting so much easier. Because you really don't have to let it set that long before it's... I don't even know how long I've been on here. Okay. So now we just need to add some feathers. And we'll be good to go. Push that down. And there. Give me some thumbs up or hearts if you like it, guys. If you think I'm a little wacky, give me a googly face or something. No, I think that came out cute. For my first attempt, it's not perfect. But I'm not perfect. I am what I am, I guess, guys. Okay. If you're interested in having a workshop through Facebook, hashtag workshop below. And if you're interested in coming to the studio and doing one-on-one with me, or inviting a couple friends to come along and having a little mini class, there is a studio fee of $20, but that covers well over 300 stencils, all of my chalk paste, all of my ink, all of my embellishments. The only thing it doesn't cover is your surface, and I do have surfaces here that you can purchase. I also have t-shirts and hoodies, hats, that can be purchased, or you can bring your own. You're more than welcome to do that, and then just pay the studio fee. Okay, guys, I think that's me. I'm gonna clean up my mess here, and I probably should be headed off to bed. I've been up since 2. Thanks for joining. Have a great night, everyone. I had to find my mouse here. Where's my mouse? Oh. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.